Yeah, I could have just went in the game room, I guess. It's a green screen myself in, but I decided to green screen myself in. I didn't really know if this should be a Pokemon video or not, so I wanted to switch it up on y'all. Anyway, we got Pokemon Go Plus Plus, and while I primarily used it for Pokemon Go, its main function is for Pokemon Sleep. So way back when Pokemon Go came out in 2016, right? And then eventually they created Pokemon Home, which is a cloud service that replaced the Pokemon Bank. So those of you who had the DS and the Game Boy games, you got to move your Pokemon from the actual cartridges to this online bank that allowed you to store your Pokemon. Well, they replaced that with Pokemon Home. So the running joke was Pokemon Go Home. It's like, wait, we're going back home? I thought Pokemon Go wanted you to get out and walk, meet people. Don't worry, it still does. That's the objective there. Right? Pokemon Go Home sounded funny. But what if you had to go home and sleep? Well, they actually made that a reality. No, although it took some time, we're finally there at the running gag, which is Pokemon Go Home Sleep. Go home, eat. But then if you went home and ate, would you really lose all the weight and calories and everything that they want you to? I don't know. But bad thoughts aside, are they really bad thoughts? I don't know. Silly thoughts. Silly thoughts aside, Pokemon Sleep finally came out a couple of years later after they announced it. I believe they announced it before 2020, before COVID and everything. It was delayed. The verdict is out on whether or not this thing is worth it. Because on one hand, hey, it does what the gacha does a little bit better in allowing you to now use your Great and Ultra Balls. But is it worth $60? Because outside of Pokemon Go, is it worth it for Pokemon Sleep? And you can play Pokemon Sleep without this. You're just going to have your phone nearby and constantly charging and all that stuff. And you can have this, and play both games. Why not? Why not? So I'll just put it to you like this. If you've already got a gacha, maybe this is complimentary for you. I still use my gacha, but when I'm at home, I'm using this. So this stays in the house primarily. And maybe when I get up in the mornings, I go ahead and collect my sleep data, and that's what I end up doing. So you can only have one pair at a time. That's the problem. It'd be nice if something like this, you can pair multiple devices. But I don't know. They can release updates if they want to. We'll see what Niantic chooses to do. It's weird that they call it the Pokemon Go Plus Plus instead of the Go Plus Next or Ultra or something, but nobody cares about the name. It's just a little confusing. All these auto catchers on the market. This one doesn't have a screen, a pedometer, or anything like that, but you get to hear Pikachu. It's always nice and cute and all that stuff, but this is the only way to get the Snorlax with the Sleepy Hat. You're not going to be able to get it anyway because you need this device in order to track your sleep, unless there's some kind of hack, or maybe you can trade this. I don't know if you can get multiple. If you can trade the Sleepy Hat Snorlax over, cool, but you probably can't. I'm going to tell you, the one I got wasn't that great anyway through Pokemon Go. So let's talk about the actual game itself. So Snorlax has these like sleepy energy pheromones. I don't remember what exactly called. Watch the B-roll footage on the side here to tell you exactly what it is. All of that is happening, and it's affecting other Pokemon that are around you. So these other Pokemon essentially need to be woken up or added to your team. And this professor here, he talks way too much. Almost as if you're just watching and reacting, because the actual gameplay is you going to sleep. So maybe the objective there is to keep reading what he's saying till you just pass out. So I don't like the game so far. This is just my initial thoughts. I don't really care for it so far. It seems rather mundane. I don't know what they were thinking it's not like you can sleep and pay attention at the same time. There's a lot of hand holding, a lot of little things that the more sleep energy you give, the more things you can unlock, but it just seems very tedious. It almost feels more like an experiment and not an actual game so far. So, again, don't be surprised. One or two things are going to happen. I'm going to play more and tell you I like it, but what I assume is going to happen, the second option, is most of us are just going to move on from this because there's really not that much substance to it to begin with. There's Pichu, there's Snorlax is the main guy. There's some bug types that, if you're a light sleeper or something like that, you get this type, and if you're a heavy sleeper, you get this type, and if you're like in between, you get this. That's kind of how they divvied out this game. They rolled it out that way. And so far, there's not much else to say about it because it's hard to every morning pay attention to this game and then Pokemon Go on top of Pikmin Bloom and then Mario Kart, and it's a lot. It's a lot, but I'm going to try. Just don't expect too many videos on this series, if anything else besides the follow-up, because you just want to sit here and watch me sleep for 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, that could happen. That could happen. I don't really know what to tell you. So keep all that in mind as we continue playing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Did you get the Snorlax? I mean, do you think this is worth it for you? Those are the real questions. And while you're deciding on that, don't be afraid to leave me a like, subscribe. It doesn't hurt. It actually helps if you want to see more content like this. Be sure to check out the unboxing video I did where I opened this bad boy up and showed what was all included, with the lack thereof. Look at the Catching Z's video I did on the Pokemon Go series for more information on how this device can be used outside of Pokemon Sleep. And I'm sure we'll be revisiting this thing again soon and how it works and the gameplay and what have you. It's in the beginning it looked like one of these things that hey, I could just grab it and then sell it, or just I don't know. It might be a collector's item later. Who really knows? But for right now, I'm going to hold on to it for at least a little while longer and see what else they do with it. $60 is a lot to invest in something like this, but so far I will not say it's worth it, other than sharing the experience with you guys, which has been worth it. So I will see you in the next one. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Oh yeah. Type C there. I think I said that. Type C. You can't play with this thing while you're supposed to be asleep either. You see that red that shows up there?
Captain Sensation!